This week's Adoptable Dog of the Week from Hearts of Life Animal Rescue is one that was actually adopted but now finds herself back at the shelter through no fault of her own. Hearts of Life volunteer Deborah Baucom brought Baby to KSST.
This is Baby.
Okay.
Baby is 6 years old.
All right.
She is already spayed. She unfortunately was adopted about 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And just this past Friday, her owners were moving and they took Baby and their other dog to the city shelter. And fortunately, the city shelter found out that this dog had come from Hearts of Life, and they called us. And anytime we adopt a dog, we have in our contract that if somebody is unable to keep the dog, or for whatever reason it doesn't work out, no matter how long you've had it, we would take the dog back because we don't want it to be dumped or sent to the shelter or whatever. So it was fortunate that the city shelter found out that it had been our dog, and they called us, and we of course went and picked her right up, and she is now up for adoption again. So
all right. So no fault of this dog's
No.
For ending back up at Hearts of Life, but was a good pet, I'm sure, for a couple of years, and will
sure.
be good for somebody again.
I mean, I know the family had 2 children, and so obviously she likes kids, and they had other dogs, and she was getting along fine with them. And she's been at my house since Friday, and she's just a happy, just a sweet dog. She's lab mix. So generally those are pretty mild-tempered type dogs, and she just needs to find her another home, and hopefully a permanent home this time. And of course her age is, that's perfect. She's 6 years old, is a young dog.
Yeah.
So just a good dog. So
sure. So somebody can readopt Baby here.
Absolutely. Yep.
And it has, been taken well care of. With all the shots that she needs, and I'm sure spayed.
Yeah, she's already spayed, and so she's ready to go, and they obviously took good care of her because she didn't lose any weight. So
enjoy the meals.
Yes, she enjoyed her meals. So.
I think I read the other day that the most popular breed of dog that people like to adopt is a Labrador. So this is a part Labrador. So
Yep.
So
Yep. Looks like she might have. I was looking at her today. Sometimes she looks a little bit like she might have some beagle in her. So I'm just the way she holds her ears, but.
Well, one time I had a white lab. That was what it mostly was. I'm sure it was a mixture also, but I can see a lot of the resemblance in the head of the dog.
Right.
And but just doing well behaved here, and used to being outside.
She loves outside. Loves to be outside, and she's just a nice dog. She's very quiet. Occasionally she would bark there at the house, but. She's not an obnoxious barker like some dogs are, and
just constant.
I haven't noticed her trying to dig or anything like that. So she doesn't appear to have any bad habits, and it was just too bad that she lost her first home, and of course now she's back home with us, which is fine. We'll take good care of her, but she would like to have her own little special home also again.
Give us a number to call to
439-5019.
All right, just call. That's Hearts of Life Animal Rescue, and it's usually not a phone that has somebody on it at the time, but leave a message, and I know the volunteers will get right back to somebody.
Absolutely, we surely will.